still standing in front of you. I speak to those who hurt deeply. I speak to those who do not believe in those who hurt deeply. One day, she was gone. We woke up in bed, naked. We still had strawberries by the nightstand, and made love again. She said she had to go. She had a job interview. I wanted her to stay there with me, but I let her go. The world around me did not make any sense anymore. I started to dissociate. One night, I love you so much. I love you so much. The doctor said my adrenal medulla was so messed up that my catecholamines were registered at an abnormally high level. He was concerned I had neuroblastoma and paraganglioma, something else. What? A tumor, he said. I smiled. Good. I want to die. I did not say that to him. No, in the doctor's office, please act responsibly and do not become vulnerable. So I was scrolling down my phone when I got a text from our dry cleaner. The doctor asked me if I was paying attention. To what? Catecholamines? What the fuck do they do? Well, he said these are hormones released into the body in response to physical or emotional stress. Given that I might be producing too much acetylcholine and that I might experience muscarinic and nicotinic toxicity. All I heard was the last word, toxicity. But being the clown that I am, I did not pay attention to it either. The doctor recommended me to take long walks, long baths, long breaths, long breaks from pain. So instead I eat strawberries compulsively.
Oh no. No. It's not possible. Wake up! God damn it, wake up, Mom, please! No.
Time of death, 5:05.
Why did you pull the trigger, you damn fool? Why?
This case still boggles me. I just can't say anything else.
Dear Grandpa, dear sweetest Grandpa, it is me, Marcel, your only grandson. It is me.
Classic Alzheimer's case.
This is Boris, a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. We found him on the hospital steps with his leash cut in half.
He whines a lot. Loud sounds scare him. Blood terrifies him. He's probably 10 years old.
I was 17 when my mom died. I'm 47 now. It has been 30 years since I touched my mother's face. She comes to visit me in my dreams sometimes, and my therapist says that I always wake up at the wrong time. I revel in that moment, so how can there be a wrong time? What is the right time to wake up when you're longing for someone? You know, I'm a mother too, so I know how much love pains. Yesterday I was trying to cook something, and I was cutting an onion, and I accidentally cut myself, and I start laughing. And blood was coming out of my finger, and I found myself laughing because I remembered my mother. She was terrible in the kitchen. And unlike me, she didn't know how to laugh. My mother loved glamour. She didn't have it growing up because she grew up in poverty, and her father died when she was a child, and her mom didn't have a job, so they lived off of what she earned from sewing and from her late husband's pension checks. But she would create her own worlds, at first to escape from being poor and from not having a father, and then to balance her austere life in communism. But she would come up with the most fabulous scenarios. Like, okay, so she wasn't married to my father, an ordinary but super cool dude, but actually to a baron. So we were actually from nobility. It didn't matter to my mother that we lived in one of those communist, depressing look-alike flats with ration food and electricity going off. In my mother's mind, we were in this different, dreamlike narrative. My mother loved the Vienna New Year's concert. She absolutely adored it. We would start every New Year with the recording of that concert. For some weird reason, we still had access to that event, even though we were living under a dictatorship. My mother was ecstatic. She didn't dress up for the occasion, but instead she would hold an ordinary pencil and pretend to be a conductor. This is really good cardio. Not bad at all. You know what? I always watched that concert, even after she was gone. But not during that long pandemic year when spectators weren't allowed. It was too depressing. You can't pretend people clapping, period. Do you know what this means? I have tried to reach my mother, to feel her, to know that we don't just come to this earth for 2 brief seconds and spend half that short time worrying and arguing. There are good days when you're here, when I don't feel so alone. You know, I can always listen to a recording of that concert. But that's all it is. A recording.